Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. It's that day of the week we all call Thursday. And just reminding you guys that we do have some good news here. We did manage to get the turntable for Krista to turn properly. Yes, we got that working, finally. The only thing was we found out that the cartridge itself, the turntable cartridge, is kaput. So we have to replace the cartridge. Now, I'm not going to get into too much of technical stuff because I know you guys can't stand all that. And I know that a lot of you find it boring. So just accept that, okay? So what was the problem? Well, first of all, we need to replace the Tonum cartridge with something new. And her turntable only has 33 and 45. It doesn't do 78. So in that case, it doesn't really matter about getting the 78 side because she doesn't have 78s anyway. So we're going to go ahead and either put in either a P192D flip over stylus like it would have had anyway, or we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it in a P188D. The P188D looks like a Crossley cartridge because I figured it's pretty easy for her to get the stylus and she can plug it in and be all set to go. And if it fits, then that's all we need to do. So we'll see how that works for Krista. Good morning, guys. Tiger Kitty. Noodles. Let's get the panel open. It's QEQ today. Quiet, educated, and quirky. Quiet, educated, and quirky are the words describing the last three letters of the panel. QEQ. QEQ. Last night on Kick, we had 18 people on Kick last night. This is very good. Very good. We reached out to a huge audience. We had a huge crowd. I mean, for Kick anyway, it was big. You know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. 18 people. Wow. When was the last time we had 18 people on YouTube? Yesterday morning. Okay. Yes, yesterday morning. Absolutely. You're right there, So, we'll see where it goes here with that. Where is everyone? We just started the show. We got currently 9 people right here on YouTube side. Could someone go over and check on the Kick side because I have no way to easily get the Kick information. Oh, yes you do. Yes you do. You know how to do that. Just go over and turn on the Kick info. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's get the Kick data up real fast here on the screen. We still need to have someone keep an eye on things. Kick links. Right now, currently on Kick, there is one. That's all. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. Just one. Just one person on Kick right now. So, wait, take a look at one more thing here, the Kick links. They are currently at 46 followers. It's hard to tell. It's a small screen, Michelle. Yeah, it is a small screen. 46 followers in Kick. Looks like it. Yeah, you gotta get some reading glasses. 46 people. Yep, they're not doing too bad. Not at all. They're doing fine. Reaching out to enough people, new people, Kick. new people on YouTube, new subscribers on YouTube channel, more like returning subscribers, but welcome back, over 1,616 of you. Right. How you doing, human body? Sorry you came in late yesterday for the show. We were here for an extra long show yesterday. And you came in just when I was getting ready to wrap up. Unfortunately, you kind of missed a pretty interesting show. Except I personally forgot what we were actually discussing. A little bit of everything, like usual. Yeah, covered a little bit of everything. So now, let me just say this: is Krista gonna get her stereo to her house and working by Christmas? I say so. At least I'll try to get it working by then. Yeah, we'll try. I did crazy stuff. Always happens when I'm not here. Yeah, well, you can just watch the replays. It wasn't that crazy. Last night, I couldn't sleep right away. So I decided to tinker around with a turntable for Krista's stereo, trying to figure out the situation. And I managed to get the platter off it without ruining it. And the grease was really, really stiff and not budging and all that. And I got the automatic mechanism doesn't work. In other words, when you put record on to stack it, it doesn't drop the record down. And then the tone arm doesn't properly bring the needle in for 12 inches as close as it should, so it kind of is off the turntable platter. So then all you hear is a flip over mechanism going just rubbing against the record. And I went to go check to see if I could find if there was an adjustment in the top of the turntable to adjust that, because most of those can be adjusted, and I didn't see one. And not only did it come with the cartridge, the record player, it came with some miscellaneous other tone arm parts. And one of the things I saw was a very nice cartridge, which would have fit in my Gerard. But I'm like Gerard was looking at me and said, "Hey, lady, don't even think about it." I'm looking fine for you now. You really want to mess me up? Because if you do, I'll make your life miserable. Okay, I'll leave you alone. I'm over here in YouTube because YouTube is delayed by 10-15 seconds. Knowing YouTube, it's probably because they're probably trying to pre-screen the show in advance. I don't mind 15-second delay. That doesn't normally bother me. But we all know that the night shows are going to be over in Kick. And sorry, YouTubers, we are not mirroring them over to you. But rather, they will be later uploaded to Patreon. Okay? So for members, we might put something up for the members on YouTube. But for the regular audience on YouTube, better get your kick and shoes ready, because that's where you're going to be going. Alright. Threesome. I don't know what that means. What's that? Okay. Who's Tanya? I don't think that's Makeup Maria. I don't know. I'm surprised, Noodles, you didn't ask Makeup Maria to come over there with you. Probably because he doesn't know how to reach out to Makeup Maria. Maybe that's true. So, now, by the way, for those of you who are worried about using the fact that StreamYard, to my knowledge, doesn't work on Kick. I don't know about StreamYards, but Restream.io has licensed the StreamYard's API and program, which does work with Kick and the Kick chat. So if you are using the Restream.io app, it is the same design as StreamYard's. Same look, same everything, same panels, same invite, same studio. You just gotta copy your images, sound files, whatever, to wherever studio Restream.io stores them, and you'll be all set to go. And so, Noodles, the point is that you can do the same things you're doing in StreamYards. You can have up to 10 participants. You can stream up to 5 sites at one time. So all your Kick channels or your YouTube channels will let you be streamed all at once, and they all will show up in your side chat of your studio.restream.io. How perfect for you. Yeah. Okay. And Noodles is working with someone else today, he said, so you can't. That's fine. It's all about herself. Oh, and Makeup Maria, okay. Probably think I'm crazy. No, why don't you just show him the show when you get a minute, show him what you're listening to. He might actually find it interesting. I don't know. So, we're gonna get everything working. Now, before I forget, Noodles, all the crazy stuff that was discussed yesterday. Never mind jigsaws and all that crazy gear, but what I want to ask you is, are we still on for the Knights of Columbus? Because everybody kept saying, why don't you just go ahead and just have Michelle cook the meal because you guys got the $55 for the food. Or at least, them give you $55, some money for gas, which I certainly agree with that. Okay, let's get Noodles on here. Good morning, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Michelle. Michelle, I tried it this morning. I woke up at like 4. I spent like half an hour looking at it, and for some strange reason, it's not giving me the option to click on anything to allow it. It's just telling me to press V to allow it.
What?
I'm doing it on my phone. I'm not doing it on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
It's just I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. Maybe you're gonna have to try to fix it for me. I don't know.
What do you mean, the letter V? What do you mean? Which application?
It just says press V. That's the only option it gives me to allow the camera and the audio to work. You're supposed to press V.
Right. Okay. So basically, right. V means turn on the video, right? So you press V, and it should turn on your camera, right? Did you allow it to access?
Michelle, how do I do that? It doesn't allow me to pop up my.
Are you using Chrome, or are you using? Because I know that like on my desktop and on my phone, whenever it's like with Streamlabs or StreamYards, it's the same thing with me. Every time I go into StreamYards, it asks me, do you want StreamYards to have access to your phone, your microphone and camera? And I have to say yes. I have to say allow. And then once I say allow, you can go to settings. Once you go to your settings, that's where it is. Go to your settings. You talk about the Restream.io app. So go to your settings, and there should be where you can select your camera and your microphone. On your phone, obviously, there's only one camera, most likely your rear camera and your microphone.
Yeah, so I think I tried that, but again, I'll do it again. But if I can't do it, you're gonna have to do it for me.
Well, it's just like I told you. I mean,
yeah, I know, but for some strange reason, it's not working. So I think on Thanksgiving, I'm gonna make you.
Oh yeah, I could do that for you on the weekend, on Thanksgiving weekend. That's no problem. Are we still on for that? Let's make sure we still going to Knights of Columbus.
Absolutely.
Because we had all these people talking about. First of all, I'm going to give you some money towards the gasoline to get up here, because we got the money. That was for Thanksgiving, right? If we're eating out. Yeah. We're gonna. I can give you.
If you give me like $25 for gas,
right? That's what I'm gonna give you. I was gonna give you $25, $30 for gasoline, so you would have plenty of.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but by the time I get home, if I was to drive to your place and then drive back home, $25 would probably get me back on track for the rest of the week for work. So.
All right, that works for me. And also, what do you think about how it was Kick for you? Because I know you were on Kick yesterday quite a few times yesterday. How was it for you?
Yeah, I'm on Kick every day.
Yeah, I know. How are you doing it every day? Are you using it through StreamYard? How are you doing?
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm using it through StreamYards. Unfortunately, StreamYard sucks. You can't freaking see any of the comments. Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. They got to get on that. Because StreamYard is fucking up big time. They had this humongous audio issue recently. I think they fixed it today. But it was almost a week. For a week, everyone had terrible audio.
Everybody had terrible audio on Kick? Because I listened to my song.
No, on StreamYards.
Oh, StreamYards. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because you looked really good on Kick yesterday. I came in and said hi to you. I kind of suspected that no one could see you. You couldn't see me, but that's okay. I said hi to you, and because I did follow you finally. And you were interviewing some lady. I don't know who that was you're interviewing on one of the shows you were on. Who was that lady you were interviewing?
Oh, that was Chicken Lady. You should have Chicken Lady up here. Chicken Lady's been around for a while. And I'm telling you something right now.
She sounds like a pretty nice person from what I could see.
Yeah, she is. She's a really good person. I trust that person, Michelle. That person I'll vouch for.
Okay, so let me take a quick look at the side chat here real quick here. Everybody said privacy settings. Taco Kisses says, Taco Kisses for you, Michelle. Somebody said camera permissions. Yeah, that's where you gotta go with it. Kitty said, morning, Taco Kisses. Tiger Kitty said, bless her. Gucci said, no one else wanted how you spread your money. Worried how you spend your money. Okay. Taco Kisses said, morning, Tiger. Tiger Kitty said, give him $30. Yeah, I can give him $30.
Are you okay with me spending the night again over there?
No, it's fine. I expect you're gonna want to spend the night over here anyway, because you're probably not gonna want to go home after eating all that turkey and wine. I will go pick up the wine like on Wednesday. I'll go pick a box of some red wine, some rose wine from Bella, and then of course, Gitchy said, I agree, Tiger, and spread the rest however you want. No one cares, says Gitchy. They were donations. Chicken Lady sounds great. Gitchy said, for you to have fun helping noodles with gas is a great spend the rest on whatever wine and weed. Well, wine is easy to get. Weed is a little harder to get. It's a bit of a walk.
I'll bring the weed. Michelle, let me ask you a question. Are you ready to dance? Thanksgiving night?
Yeah, probably will be, but my hips will probably be hurting afterwards. But yeah, we certainly will be dancing.
You know what happened to me? So the day I got back home, Michelle, I got up off my fucking. I was sitting in the chair at the table. I got up and like my knee gave out. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was thinking it had to have been from all that dancing. It's never happened to me before. I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be 44 in January, Michelle. This sucks. This really sucks.
Yeah, well, you're getting older, and yeah, that's happened to me. Except for mine is permanent. It's not just temporary. So basically, when I get up, I gotta be careful because I mean, if I get up too fast, then all of a sudden my left knee goes out, and I'm like, boom, I'm down, and like a big boom. Hopefully, you land right back in the seat you were trying to get out of. Yes. Gidgy says I love tacos. That's cool. Tacos are okay. I'm not really into them that much. I kind of like burritos, but tacos are okay. So,
Grizz made this thing called taco soup last night. It actually sounded gross.
Taco soup.
Taco soup.
Oh, how did it taste?
He says he loves it. He says he puts like all these beans and enchilada sauces, and I don't know. It sounds like a fucking fiery fucking fart to me.
Sounds like it might be end up being like equivalent, like a bit of a chili.
Well, they don't use meat because I don't know if you know this, but Grizz's wife is actually a vegetarian, so they have a lot of vegetarian meals.
Nothing wrong with that. Vegetarian
no, there
food.
isn't. But I'm just saying.
Vegetarian food's good. I like vegetarian food.
Yeah.
In fact, I've had
vegetarian.
We had all the huge numbers of food stamps. Me and Ed used to buy a lot of vegetarian patties for food because they were cheaper than meat. So we were eating vegetarian food here for a while, a lot of it. That's when they were giving us like almost $300, $400 a month in food stamps during the pandemic, and boy, did we eat! No shit. Yeah, just like Tommy Lasorda, you sure put it on, though.
Human body, I had it last night. I took the whole thing of fucking mashed potatoes and just poured the ossobuco over it. It was so awesome. It was so awesome. I take the bone out. I don't need the bone on top of my potatoes.
Right. So, you must have been pretty hungry last night for all those carbs.
Well, yeah, I got really stoned. And then, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I haven't bought any Mary Jane stuff in a while because, like I said, right now I'm trying to work on Krista's gift from Stan. I managed to get the turntable freed up. I managed to oil the mechanism. I checked the speed using the turntable RPM app on my phone. It's within spec. The only thing that's not within spec is the toner cartridge is totally kaput. I have to get a new one because that cartridge is shot. So, they're not that expensive, thank God. Ceramic ones are cheap, yeah. But finding the right mounting for it is a little bit more of a bit of an annoyance. But, now that Osabeko turnout noodles started to come out, that's human body. Tanky said,
she won't do that. Michelle, again, you don't like smoking weed, right?
Not really.
So there was a time, guys, I'm just gonna let you know that where I had a vape, and she tried it and she didn't even inhale it. She won't do it. So
No, because I tend to suck on it and just hold it in my lungs and for a little bit, and then I just expel it.
Yeah, I don't even think you held it in your lungs. I think you held it in your mouth. I don't even think you've ever. Have you ever smoked a cigarette before, Michelle?
Not since high school.
Yeah.
That's not really my thing.
Yeah, for someone with Asperger's, I kind of wonder like how it is to even imagine inhaling something like that and putting it in your lungs, you know?
Yeah, well, it's one of the reasons why I never got into a smoking habit. I live in a house with chain smokers. Thank you very much. I got plenty of secondhand smoke. I didn't even have to even look for it. It was just always there. Either my mom was lighting up or my dad was lighting up, and it was like, yuck. At first as a teenager, I didn't really think much about how vile it is. And then once I started living on my own, and people like Sherry would come over and just smoking in front of me, the air is like, oh, ugh, yuck. I can't tolerate that. I'm really not used to that. Yes, that was actually in 7th grade, actually. I thought they had distinguished it. I guess not. What was I going to say? I'll finish this later. The secret had other ideas. I really don't like smoking anyway, because it doesn't regard smoking whatever it is. I mean, you could be, I already have a problem with breathing because I already have asthma. The last thing I need to do is throw that on top of my asthma. I got enough problems in life.
Asthma? I didn't know that. I had no clue. I wouldn't have been smoking in there, Michelle. I didn't know you had asthma. I never seen you take an inhaler or anything like that.
I have one in my purse.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
I don't have a really bad asthma, but I do get it occasionally. Sometimes you can hear me wheezing on camera. That's when I'm having an asthma attack.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Okay, well, I know. I understand that. Not everybody knows. Okay. But you chew tobacco and swallow. Yeah, but that doesn't stop me from breathing. And Michelle doesn't use that much anymore. The can of tobacco usually lasts her about 6 weeks. That's true. 6 weeks. That's all. That's long enough. How much longer do you want? I know people that go through a can of tobacco in every week. You go through 6. You go through. When they go through 6 of them, you go through one of yours. Right.
When I used to chew tobacco, Michelle, I used to chew like Redman and Beech Nut, right? And I used to go through like a fucking bag of that a day.
I used to use Beech Nut Redman, but it's I kind of like the Kodiak, which is the fine long cut stuff because it's easier, just suck on it.
Why do they call it long cut when it's like just powder? I mean, basically, you're putting powder in your mouth.
Oh, you mean like Copenhagen?
Yeah, the stuff that you have is long cut.
Oh, it's called snuff. SNUFF.
Yeah, that's what they call
it up your nose. Actually, that's why it's called snuff. Like you sniffed it, like sniffing lines of cocaine. It was called snuff. That's the fine stuff. And the stuff my brother had showed me wasn't really tobacco at all, but it was some other type of stuff. It wasn't cocaine though, but I couldn't even visualize putting something on my nostrils. Excuse me, no more than I can imagine smoking it. What happens if it takes a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ends up in your lungs instead? That's why people would sneeze, because of the fine granulated powder, very fine powder, Right. What happens if someone slips you Mickey and ends up inhaling anthrax instead? Or cocaine. Yeah, cocaine. That's a good point. Instead, cocaine's white. Standard stuff is brown. Yuck. Yuck.
I wonder what your boogers look like after you do snuff.
Yuck. No, but that's a word. Yeah, definitely I've seen them, but, yuck. Yeah. No, I don't even want to I don't know, really. I cannot imagine all of a sudden the person has a cold and he sneezes, and all of a sudden milk is saturated with tobacco comes flying out of their nostrils. Yuck! Now you see, get over my hands and my shirt. Coke was great. I am too old now, but it was great. Okay. Now, by the way, so now let me just clarify one thing for the general audience here. Okay. The one guy that originally criticized Kick realized that he had some misunderstandings of what Kick was, which is good. I'm glad he came out and said, I made a mistake. Sorry, Kick is not the mad platform that I thought it was. I'm glad you brought that up. But I want to clarify one thing for people who think that you're all going to be making $16 an hour on Kick. I don't guarantee you're going to be making no $16 an hour. And you're certainly, if you did, it would probably be more like $16, maybe for starting out, maybe for 1 hour of content. If you can make $16 an hour for 1 hour of content, and
it's basically $16 a day that they're going to pay you.
For you, it would be more like $16 a day is another possibility, yeah. But Noodles, the way you stream as much as you do, you could seriously be coming home with some serious bank because you stream so much.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Michelle would be fine. She would be moving on up, moving on.
Check the backstage, Michelle. Check the backstage.
Yeah. Okay, check the backstage. Okay, I see Tiger Kitty wants to come on. That's funny. I didn't even hear that. You never hear it. Well, I know. All right. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Michelle. Just the 10 minutes I was waiting, but that's okay.
Sorry about that.
She's the worst at this. Yeah.
I know. She can't hear nothing.
I didn't hear it either, which is weird.
It's getting worse, Michelle. It never used to be this bad. And I've noticed it's got worse since you got that new computer. I'm just saying.
No, I wouldn't say that. Lisa Neal wonders if it was my headphones, but if Noodles didn't hear it and he's listening through the speakers, then you think he would have heard it. But he didn't even hear it.
It's weird. I hear it when you bring people up, but I never hear when they're like in the backstage, like trying to come up.
Yeah. But on the other hand, though, ever since the days of Yam Ranch, anyway, I've been trying to find ways to keep that sound out of my ears permanently.
That's true. Oh my God, it's that could be what it is. Because he would, once he had the link, he would just keep ringing, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Right. Ding. So this is why I had to start ignoring him.
And you've probably got that in your head now that you're blocking it, so that when you hear the ding dong.
But like Noodle said, he didn't even hear it either.
Oh yeah, well.
Don't forget, I changed some settings on the application so it won't actually make noise. I think I finally successfully managed to do that. Or maybe Google Meet's finally listened to my suggestion.
Yep. Michelle, I gotta step away for a second, Michelle. All right, sorry, I'll be back.
It says, there's so much more whenever I type in here. It ends up good morning, flooding what?
Yeah, it's confusing having the two chats.
Yeah. But at least it's better than not.
I think we just gotta get used to it. Like,
yeah. Yeah, but you know what's neat though?
It will become second.
You know what's neat though for the Kick side is they don't see the YouTube side. It's like one-way mirror. They can we can see them, but they can't see us.
Yeah, how can they?
So,
I mean, I would, if I was on the Kick side, I'd probably open up the YouTube side as well, so I could read everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, Raina, you just went over the Kick side.
That your Kick side is growing. That's amazing, Michelle.
Well, plus I've been promoting the Kick side just like I have in the YouTube side.
You've been working.
I've been also commenting on videos from other content creators as well.
Oh, good.
And because remember, YouTube originally was a video site, not a live stream site. And a lot of the good content producers on YouTube don't do live streams because they still focus on doing their videos, and live streams are just too much of an aggravation for them, or their tooling is set up for live streaming. Okay, so no wait, I thought somebody was going to come on. I thought I started a little request to join. No, I didn't. I'm going scouting. I'm going to promote her over here on Kick. Kidding. Well, that'd be great if you can. Yeah, love to see that. Absolutely. Absolutely love to see that.
Oh, yeah, you need to grow that Kick side. I think that's great. Yeah.
So
and you are, Michelle. You're doing fantastic. I mean, I will say the numbers have been down a bit recently, but you can't always expect your numbers to be sky high, can you? So,
right. But not only that, but the thing is I have a hunch on the YouTube side that this is a hunch, not a fact. So my hunches can be wrong too. So just accept that. I think there's people on the YouTube side that are trying to get their friends to say, "Oh, don't go by the Michelle channel. She's a crazy nut job, and nobody really wants to follow her. So don't even watch her videos. Don't replay on them. Don't comment on them." Except that doesn't seem to be working, because after the live show is over, I tend to see we get a lot of views after the show is over.
And yeah, like last night I was there. I heard you guys say, "I hope it's not just lurkers," but I was busy cleaning and stuff, so I was just enjoying listening. I was enjoying listening. You know, I do have stuff I've got to do in my real life, so I just
exactly.
Listening. So yeah, I think it's wonderful. Get your Kick side up.
And for those of you guys who don't know, if you are looking where the stream was from last night, it's still right now on Kick as a replay or VOD, but it's also been uploaded to Patreon. So please join Patreon and you can watch the replays.
Right.
I don't think.
Did he say? Is Red saying you've got 15 over there now? You've got 15 in Kick today.
Really? That's cool.
15 here now.
Come check out our website. All the viewers here at Kick, you have 15 and 15 on Kick yesterday. Oh, that's congratulations. That's great.
You've got the same amount of numbers here as
and
well.
On the YouTube side of it, we got 17 people. Of course, some of them I'm sure are hopping between both platforms. So,
good morning, Glasgow, Dave. He's
Dave. How you doing, Dave? Good morning.
Pub. He's drunk. Woo! Dave's in the pub. He's drunk.
I'm in a pub pissed. He says.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
He must be in the money, because to go out for a pint now, I mean, must be over £5 for a pint.
Oh, really?
I bet. I don't know. I'll know I'm going to England soon. But when I was last there, it was like $4.50 or something. So.
That sounds pretty realistic for
about,
price.
How much is a pint, Dave? Not a pint of piss. $8 for a pint.
Yeah, I don't think I need a pint of piss. I'm sure I can get that for free. Might take you a while. You don't pee out in 8 hours just in a shot.
£8 for a fucking pint. No way. Oh my God, I'm starting to sound old. You remember when your grandparents and that used to say, I used to get this for a pound? No.
Now let's see what he says here. He says, I'm in a pub inebriated. I figured that already. It's like £8 for a pint, says Red. I like getting drunk. I'm Scottish. I understand that. £8 for a pint? Jesus Christ.
He's saying.
That's like $10 US for a beer.
No, Red is saying it's $8 where he is. $8 a pint.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much it is in England. I don't even drink beer. I don't drink alcohol anymore. So.
Well, you know, it's funny. I was looking up something that me and Blaze and Leo talked about briefly about the headphones, because I pointed out to her, and this is not a new thing, that these headphones are good, except they're very bassy. And I said to myself, well, you know what I need is I need an equalizer, something that lets me turn up the high end and can lower the bass level. So I went on eBay and I started looking, and there was one headphone equalizer preamp. Oh, I'm like, preamp, I'm like, I don't need that. But the equalizer part's part of it. So there's like a solid state one was like with transistors, and it was like $40, just rounded off. I'm like, okay. It had a couple neat features I kind of liked. That's cool. Then I happened to end up in the same search. I found something that I kind of was like interested in for a different purpose. It was an equalizer, right? But it was for phono stage for a turntable. And it also had the headphone jack on it too. So in other words, there was like a little mini turntable amplifier that had vacuum tubes in it. It was like brand new. It had 2 vacuum tubes, one model, and then there was another one that had a 3-brand graphic equalizer in it. And it was like, Mamma mia, why do we need this? This is ridiculous. Now we're charging like $100 for it. And I said, I already got a preamp. I don't need a preamp. And I was like, I mean, I see on eBay they sometimes have some pretty good stuff. You know.
Right. But Michelle, can I be... You've recently been purchasing quite a lot of items, okay? You've got your new laptop, you've got new record player, I know you got a lot of gifts as well. I'm just thinking, you know...
Well, the laptop, I bought that a few months before I bought the Mac Mini.
Be careful with your credit card, that's all.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
You can... I know you pay it off very well. I think you're very good at paying.
And don't forget the $500 for the beginning of the work on the virtual tuber character. That was just to get the drawing done, and now we have to pay another $500 to get the rigging done.
Like, you know, you're buying a lot of stuff recently. Just be careful not to get.
Right,
you got to pay for it all. But you're doing good. You're paying it all back. You pay a hefty chunk back. You don't just pay the minimum.
Yeah, I'm paying more than the minimum. In fact, my credit,
I know.
Right now my credit score is going up. It's almost up to 700 now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Yeah, you're doing well. You're doing very well. I'm just, thinking, wow. more new stuff.
Yeah, but the one thing is since I did promise Krista the stereo, I gotta get that working for her at least by Christmas.
I never knew nothing about this stereo, so Krista wants a stereo. You've got a spare one.
Well, it was given to me by Stan CT, and I offered it to Krista. So.
Oh, yeah, I know. So it doesn't work. Is that what you're saying?
No, it does now. I mean, the turntable now works properly. The problem is that the tone-arm cartridge is shot, so I gotta get a new cartridge for that.
Well, how much is that going to cost?
It's not that expensive, but...
Well, like how much?
So let's see. Hello, Chris.
Well, is that going to be like? Let's not tell Krista. I hope she's not here. Is that a Christmas present then?
And then Stan CT is sending me a Beach Boys Christmas 8-track to give to Krista, so she'll be able to play some, at least an 8-track of music for the make sure the 8-track works. Which I gotta oil that. That's the next mechanism to work on, is oiling the 8-track.
All right. Okay. Cool. You got any plans for tonight? Doing anything exciting?
Let's see. Today's Thursday. I don't really have anything planned for Thursday night. I know that Saturday night I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft Turtle Well with Human Body, and on Friday night we're going to have another night show on Kick.
Oh, great. That'll be fantastic.
And so the YouTubers are going to have to be aware that we're not going to be mirroring our Kick shows on YouTube. Last time we couldn't because we were playing music, so...
Yeah, because you'll be playing music. So...
Once in a while, anyway.
So, more fun on Kick on Friday night.
Definitely be more fun on Friday night. In fact, people didn't realize we had the open panel and on EJT, and nobody came up. I think a lot of people are kind of like you said, doing other housework and stuff while listening in the background.
You've got 7 in Kick at the minute.
That's fine. We got 11 viewers right now on YouTube, so.
Okay, well, you're doing great then. Fantastic.
So, we're still getting out there. We're still getting viewers.
Yeah. So, what does the weather hold for us, Michelle? What's coming up weather-wise? Have we got to be worried about the cold?
Well, I don't have my phone with me right now to look it up on my phone. That's in the bedroom, but I can tell you right now it's going to be mild right now. I don't see any major snow systems coming in or anything right now. I would say...
Chances of a white Christmas, Michelle, for the...
Oh, I know. I want white Christmas, too.
What's the chances, though, for us?
I would say, given the trends analysis, I would say more likely nope. But...
Crap.
I mean, they would just say if he did get anything, it might be just a little bit of flurries. I don't see anything long-term.
Everyone must love the thought of undoing the curtains on Christmas morning and it's snowing outside.
Yeah, I know. That's always been a favorite thing. I agree. I kind of would like to see that too.
Yeah,
but according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA here in the United States, it says that they think the East Coast is going to have a warmer but wetter thing, which means ain't going to be a lot of snow. However, the southeast of the United States is going to see more snow than normal. So it's because of the El Nino pattern. I can't win. Really, seriously, you want snow? Well, you've been off the job for 3 years, and all of a sudden now it's like, okay, you're back on the job, and it's like, guess what? You're still not getting what you want. Screw you. I want to get what I want. That's what I do.
Well, I thought you could control the weather, so can't you just bring us some snow?
I'll try to bring in some snow, but we gotta get the atmosphere set up for it. It's got to be cold enough in the upper atmosphere for nucleation to begin. And the upper atmosphere has to be enough wind to keep it up there in the air to keep up the crystallization development. And that means that you got to have it cold enough for the nucleation to begin, but not so cold that you can't begin the process of nucleation. Because nucleation only occurs at a certain temperature, very close to about 0 degrees Celsius. Too cold, and it basically just falls as frozen ice. I mean, little tiny ice thing that's more like sleet. If it's too warm, it falls as rain. If there's not enough upper wind, even if it's cold enough, you're going to end up getting something more like, again, the tiny, tiny, tiny stuff that doesn't really have a nucleation, because it's like tossing a salad. You got to keep it up in the air for so long to get everything to mix, and if it doesn't, it's just not going to have. You're just going to have one limp, lousy salad. Okay.
Yeah, I hate that slushy. Oh, it gets all muddy and horrible.
Yeah. So, says CEO Neil Mohosis. I don't even know who that is.
He says it's the YouTube CEO.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's the new guy, isn't it? He's the one that replaced Susan Wojcicki.
Well, apparently he sucks dick.
Yeah, he used to run DoubleClick. Yeah. So, YouTube, as I said, has not really been very good lately. And the reason is very simple, is that they are kind of fracturing the entire YouTube platform, because originally YouTube was a video site. You would upload videos, and only videos. They didn't have live streaming, okay? Which is fine, because I didn't really have the capability of really live stream anyway at the time. Then they got into live streaming, which is kind of like, okay, I can do that. After I got a newer computer, I could do it responsibly, get it working. No problem. Then I said, oh, we want to become like TikTok. Now, hold on there. Now you got a problem. Because now you're killing all your long-form videos, that is, regular video content at longer than a minute. Because now you want everybody to cram 5-minute videos, 10-minute videos into less than a minute. And sometimes it just doesn't work for some people to do that. I mean, some shorts look like they really were regular standard videos, just quickly sped up to fit into the time allowed. If that makes any sense. Have you ever drank so much Fresca that you snowed your pants? No.
That you showed your pants? Yeah, I have.
I got a small bladder anyway, so like I can't drink too much soda anyway, because otherwise I'd be pissing like a racehorse. So it's just something I have to, especially in wintertime. Summertime, when it's hot, humid, sticky, I can drink a lot more. But when the wintertime comes, I got to cut back on my intake, because otherwise I'm going to be peeing out a lot of water that my body doesn't need. In my experience, that very few will follow you from the YouTube platform, other platforms such as, you know what, though, that could actually be an advantage. And Red could explain this too, Chris. The reason I would say it's advantages, the people on YouTube that we are trying to get away from are more than likely the ones that are not going to follow us.
I'm sure Kik has its own trolls, though. I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure they got their own trolls. We actually ran into them. They're not as bad as the YouTube side.
No, Michelle, I think they were your trolls.
Well, hard to say. Maybe there were trolls on both platforms. But at least they didn't seem that bad, though.
Yeah, they were very bad at it. But I do believe they were your trolls.
But anyway, I don't think Kik would be any different.
Let's be loyal to your trolls.
Blazing Leo says, Kik troll laughed at my jokes. Well, that's good. That's always good.
Yeah, she found a good one. Well, tell him to sign up. Or follow Michelle. Whatever it is you do.
I really would love to see all my YouTubers. First of all, please do consider Kik. It's not at all as bad as some make it sound like. Yes, it is run by stake.com. No, it does not mandate that we have to gamble in their online casinos.
Even if you don't want to use it, please just follow Michelle. She needs to get a number.
Yeah, just watch the content. You already do that anyway. A lot of my audience are passive, so it's really not a big deal. If you can be passive on YouTube, you can be passive on Kik. Noodles is on Kik. I'm on Kik. You do not need an app. So if you're afraid your phone is running out of room, you do not need an app for Kik. You just use your web browser on your phone.
Just click the link.
Just click on the HTML link like the one I just put in the chat there. That's all you have to do. Just click on the Kik link I just posted. Come on over, follow us. Check out it will actually send you notifications to your email. Once I followed Noodles, I was started getting his notifications when he was live on Kik. Plus, we get notifications when I'm live on Kik on my Discord. So you can easily follow us there and here and everywhere else. It's easy. And not only that, but they have now apps created that let you follow multiple locations at once. You know, there's a lot of neat stuff out there. Right. And Kik is on the forefront of it. It's still new, but it's doing very good. This is a because it's new. They're looking for new content because they're still new. That means
we've had fun over there. We've had a lot of fun over there.
We have a lot of fun over there. Not only that, but because of the fact that it's still new. If you are streaming over there, you're more likely to be discovered. Unlike Twitch. Twitch, it's been around for many years. Most of the big streamers are already on the top. They're headliners. All the new channels on Twitch, and I'm not even talking about the policies. I'll leave that out of that for now. You're probably just a small fry. If you're a small fry on Twitch, you're not going to be discovered easily. Because every one of the big fries, Asmongold, Mr. Beast, for example, those two, are going to basically get all the highlights, all the spotlights on Twitch. So then you go to Kik, and it's a lot more level playing field. You got a chance to start up just like everything else. Yes, they signed up XQC, okay, and I think a few other channels too. But the thing is, you still have a chance to show up in the trending tab. You don't even have to really work quite as hard. I'm not saying you don't have to work, because you do. But the thing is that you can have a chance to at least get recognized on Kik than you could on Twitch. Right. And YouTube is great for videos. Remember, it started out as a video sharing platform. So for that, like videos like I do, like showing how things are done, my vlogs, my pre-recorded BCast videos, they will still remain here on YouTube. Then the morning show will remain on YouTube and Kick, because this is kind of like our what's going on for today. But for the night shows, because of Kick's more laissez-faire atmosphere, we can do things. We can play music.
We don't fun.
We don't have to
have fun. I'm not worried about getting banned.
Right, exactly. I mean, I don't want to suggest it, but people, we can do the phone calls again if we can get the phone thing fixed.
Yeah, I think you and Noodles.
And then we had the panel last night. We had the open panel, but the only person who was on it was Blazing Leo and me. But it was a public panel. It was publicly announced. And
I didn't even know it was a public panel.
Yeah, it was. I announced it right there on Kick. And by the way, for those of you who don't know where the link is, I have it right here too. This is the link right here.
Good morning, Mr. Will.
Even though we're not live over there right now, there's the link right there. Right there. Does that look familiar, Tiger Kitty? Yep, that's the link we were using last night. That's the public link we used to use.
Oh.
Yeah. Deal is, I like to dox myself. Well, if that's what you want to do. Butter then, and you know, afraid of butter, anyone else know. So there was that, Michelle. They might have me sign a contract. Yeah, but they're like YouTube. They had me sign a contract when I was on YouTube too. But you know what? The people I've been listening to that are over there on Kick that did get affiliate, they said they're doing really good. They're making some serious scratch over there. And I signed a contract with YouTube, but YouTube didn't kind of hold up to their side of the contract. I mean, YouTube kind of, you know, I completed my side of the contract, and I still remain loyal to my contract with YouTube, but the thing is, YouTube itself has let the content creators down. What are you going to do? When YouTube itself doesn't uphold its side of the contract. It's called Terms of Service and Advertiser-Friendly Guidelines. And the agreement is that it's an as well thing. We pay you for run advertisements on your channel. You also can make money through super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. We will pay you each month when you make $100 of money through all those means into your bank account that you have on file with AdSense. And that's what they've been doing. Unfortunately, they also have a habit of limited no ads, which that's another thing that still bothers me. Because at the same time, they want me to run more ads. Okay. But you keep giving me limited no ads, so no one can see the ads.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And besides that, I don't think my audience could tolerate sitting through being carpet bombed by advertising.
How do you make money then on Kick? Do they put ads on theirs as well then? Is that how the revenue?
They don't run ads. They don't have ads over there.
Well, how is the money coming in then?
You get money from views. You get money from the number of people that watch you. Then I guess it looks like there's a different pay scale based on the number of people you're bringing in, the viewers.
Can the viewers tip as well?
I don't think they tip the viewers as well, but yeah, you can get those. Yes, you can get your subscriptions. You can get subscriptions. They have subscriptions as well as the followers. So just like Twitch, you can get subscribers which is different than followers. The subscribers are like join or members. Okay, so subscribers are just like our members over here. So those, each one brings you in, say, $5 a member. So let's say you bring in 10 members. That's $50 a month payment.
But here we go again, Michelle, is what are you giving those people that are paying the extra $5 that you're not giving everyone else?
Well, I think they can get something everyone else. But we have members here on YouTube that pay the extra $1, $2, and they know that they want to support the content creator. And so the point is that's in addition to what Kick pays you. So once you got enough in there, or you got enough viewers, enough followers, once you get your 75 followers, and you got the viewing time, which we do, then they're going to start, you can go apply for the contract, like you said, and then, I might get maybe $5 an hour, I might get $5 a week. It doesn't really know. That's the point I'm trying to get at is, if you think you're going to...
Can people donate, I guess is what I'm saying.
I don't know if they have an online donation option, but I think they may have something similar to Bits. I'm more familiar with the Twitch setup, but I think Kick does have Bits.
Is it? Does anyone know? Where's Stoner? He'd know.
Let's see. So.
Morning, Mojo.
Okay. Morning, Michelle. How you doing, Mojo? That's not how Kick works, by the way.
Oh, how does it work?
Well,
Come up here,
like I said, because we don't know everything about Kick at that level because we're not even there yet. Right now, it's all conjecture. I don't know anybody on Kick that's an affiliate, so I don't know how that works. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Can Gidgy tell us?
Can Gidgy, do you know anything about how Kick pays you?
Okay, she's coming
or
up
donate.
To explain. She'll be here in a minute. Keep your ears open for the door, Michelle.
Open the door. Okay, see you now. Okay, hold on a minute, please. It's Gidgy coming up now. All right. Hold on a minute. Did you hear that tone yourself? Because I didn't even hear it.
No, I
hello,
didn't hear
Gidgy. How you doing?
Good.
Hey.
Yeah, I know a lot about it, actually. I know a lot about
it. Great.
So, Michelle, they don't actually offer you a contract. So what happened was...
Go ahead. For some reason, she fell silent.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had to mute you. I was hearing myself, and I had the stream still on. I'm sorry. Okay, so there was a rumor that came out that you could make $16 an hour on Kick if you got affiliate, and that's bullshit. It's not true. That doesn't happen. They very rarely will offer a contract to anyone under 100,000 subs.
Right, I would think so. Right, I would think the same thing.
So they're not going to offer you a contract. You're just going to get the measly little change that they give you from each sub you get. You're not going to be paid by Kick. That was a bad rumor that, okay, it wasn't a rumor. It was real, but it's not for everyone. That's the problem that came into that. Everyone believed they could go to Kick and make $16 an hour. That's not the truth.
Right.
You have to be on the more elite of the elite coming over from another platform with a healthy amount of subscribers.
Right, like XQC or Mr. Beast or
not even XQC. I mean, XQC is he's the opposite end, right? He's the biggest, right? Right now he is the biggest. But I'm saying, just 50, 60, 70,000, that's when you might start seeing contracts. But you're not going to see a contract just hitting your 100 subs or whatever. They have so many people. They have tens, hundreds, thousands of people that have 100 subs, right? So I just don't want you to think that you're going to go to Kick and all of a sudden they're going to offer you this contract as soon as you get your subs and start paying you.
Oh, I already know that, Kitchi. In fact, I'm the one that's trying to explain that to the people is if you're just a small fry, don't expect you're going to be making those $16 an hour because that's not going to happen. Okay.
Right. The only money you would make is off, just like YouTube. The difference is on YouTube, you make AdSense. You're not going to make that on Kick.
They don't have advertising on Kick. That's why.
So can she get tipped still on Kick?
Yes, she can still get tips if she sets up Streamlabs and stuff like. Yeah, she can still get tips.
Yeah, they call them bits. I think they call them bits over there. I think it's just like Kick. I think they call them bits.
Oh, you mean like super chats? Yeah, they have their own super chat.
So yes, you can get bits. You can still, of course, you do have subscribers, which is not followers. The subscribers are people who pay monthly, like our memberships.
$5 a month, right.
Right. So if you got memberships, then, just I'm going to use YouTube parallels. Just keep things simple, okay? You can get your super chest, super stickers, super thanks, okay? You still can get your members. That's the ones that pay you, okay? Your followers are your subscribers. Which is confusing because they also the subscribers are our members, but we'll just keep using YouTube terms. You do not run ads. They do not get ads. So which means you don't need an ad blocker over there, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, you got the convenience of the fact is that you can still use your own donation links like we do here. So you can still get money outside of Kick. So if you want to run your own ads, sponsorships, whatever, between you and a sponsor, Kick is not going to stop you. Okay. Unlike Twitch. Twitch is the new terms of service is cracking down on that. Independent sponsorships.
Right, Grizz. And what's the best way of getting new fans for Michelle on her Kick?
You don't want to know because she's not going to do it.
What is it?
She needs to stream every day, same time, same amount.
Just like I'm doing now.
Just like you do on YouTube. So keep doing that. Right. That's the best way to get new subs is just be consistent.
So she's doing the morning shows over there and on YouTube.
At the same time. But then the night shows are doing them over there on Kick.
Yeah. She's doing quite a lot on Kick.
Mm-hmm. How many subs are you up to? I just closed the Kick
46. 47.
Okay. All right. That's a good growth.
Yeah, right.
You've doubled your number in what, a week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, something like that. Right there's the numbers out there on the screen. Yep, 46.
Yeah, I think you'll get more as well when you do the Thanksgiving review.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see we're still
you need to sell that, Michelle, because
that's why sorry, Tiger, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I wanted her to keep the dono goal up there to remind people we've got something coming, right?
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving one. I'll show you that real quick here. There you go. There's the Thanksgiving one. As I said, the donations dried up, unfortunately.
Well, you quit talking about it, sweetie.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's because
if you want donations for something, it needs to be the beginning of your show and the end of your show and somewhere in between. That's it. That's all. You only need to mention it a couple times. But if you want something, you gotta stay fit. Anything with streaming is all about consistency. That is the key word in becoming successful.
I will guarantee you a lot of the people in your side chat didn't even know you were collecting for your Thanksgiving meal.
Well, remember the original reason.
And hang on, Michelle. We all knew you were going to use food stamps, first of all, right? So we knew the cash we were donating to you was not going to go for food because you were very honest and said, look, I have food stamps if I'm going to cook. So people could care less if you spend it on food, booze, a new power tool, whatever it is you want.
So what I'm going to do is
I would imagine the donations are going.
So I'm going to give $30 of it to Noodles for gasoline.
Yeah, you're going to give $30 to Noodles for gas. Then you're going to buy some wine, and maybe we buy a new record or something if it can get here by Thanksgiving.
Let's just weed.
increase the donation, talk about the donation, because Noodle said he would bring weed, so you could pay him for the weed. That would be nice. You know,
She's not smoking weed.
Well, he'll buy her the edibles. He asked her. He knew she didn't smoke, so he'll buy her the chocolate.
Oh yeah, we need to get edible money.
Yeah, so edible money can go under donations, Michelle. Some you could tell people if they donate now, you know, a $10 dono will get you a dance with Noodles. They can pick the song.
Right.
You know, you could do a lot of things. You guys
want to see Michelle baked?
Yes. Yeah, you want to see her baked
now?
Yes.
Now, right now we are doing okay on Kick right now. Looks we're up to 6. We're up to 10 here right now. So we're still holding our own over there on Kick right now.
I mean, he's been called worse, Grizz, right? I mean, if we're going to call him a drug dealer, that's the worst, you know? I'll take it.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want you to have false hopes.
It is legal. Marijuana is legal in Connecticut, and it is legal in New Jersey, New York. So it is not. I mean, it's totally fine. He's supporting the local economy.
Michelle, can we get stoned and play with power tools when Noodles is there?
Yes.
No, but we probably will begin.
I'll donate.
No, you don't get stoned, Michelle.
We'll probably begin drunk anyway.
Well, yeah. I'm definitely this year for Thanksgiving. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, it's just me and my son. My family's all kicked off. I have friends and stuff, but I don't. You know, that means I'd have to actually get up and get dressed and put Spanx on. And who wants to wear Spanx and try to eat? I'd rather sit at home and gorge myself with my son.
Yeah, me too.
So I'll hang out with Tiger and Michelle, and anybody else that wants to be here on Thanksgiving, you can find us here, and we will have a blast.
We will be stoned, drunk, and fucked.
Well, like Noodle said,
you
definitely want
probably
to
not in that order.
That show, by the way, will be on Kick because we are going to be having a music show with dancing after dinner. The Thursday night.
Michelle, can you set up a new dono goal for like $10 a dance where people could pick a song and you and Noodles would dance to it?
Hey, Michelle, when you and Noodles are there, can you do an open panel? So maybe I'll come up and dance.
Yes. If Tiger comes up and dances, I'll come up and dance.
There you go. We might come up and dance if you do that. Woo!
We'll have so much fun, Michelle. It'll be great. You'll get lots of people. I'll start hanging around Kick channels and seeing who I see. I met Red and I met a really nice transgender person. They are incredibly intelligent, Michelle, like you.
Okay.
Like, they're very, very smart. She talks about Red knows who I'm talking about because I thought it was a troll at first, and then we both started watching her, and she's very intelligent, and she talks about all kinds of current events. But I would love for you to see the way she runs her show. She sets it up, and she does a news panel in the beginning.
Right.
I just stimulated the U.S. Treasury by depositing $1,400 into their account. Another $1,400 next month, and these flying government monkeys will be off my back. Praise Jesus, Stan. I hear you, baby. I hear you.
Congratulations, Stan. I'm very happy for you.
The only things that we know we can count on is death and taxes.
I'm just really glad that he was able to pay some of the bills that he had to pay off, and I'm really happy for him because I think that's really cool. He's finally gonna. Because I know there was issues he was having that I'm glad he's starting to get them resolved. Yes.
Michelle, I will link this woman's channel, or I think she prefers to be called a woman, I would assume, because she has long hair and she wears pearls and she's, but she's very open that she's transgender. But yeah, she hates Biden. You're going to love her. I want you to meet her. I think you two would intellectually stimulate each other because you're both very, very passionate about certain things. Don't you think they'd be good together, Red? I think they'd.
And you say she's on Kick?
Yeah, she's on YouTube. Tiger, when she goes live, the next time she goes live and I catch it, I will link it in Michelle's chat.
Okay.
Because she's very interesting. I'll be honest, a lot of it went over my head. She's that smart. That's why it went to Michelle.
Why don't you give us a link to her channel on the on here in the in the women's group or in the trusted group, and then I'll look that up and then follow her. And you can go ahead and kind of give her a little heads up of who I am, and maybe she might want to come over in the morning show. I don't know, when she streams on YouTube, but like I said, the morning I'm not going to be doing a lot.
Maybe she'd like to see the documentary first.
No, that's a good idea.
Absolutely. Because then that explains a lot about you, Michelle, without you having to start from the beginning.
Yeah. We need to do an update to that documentary. It's old.
Oh, I would love that if someone would do an update to that. Just like even a 30-minute, where are we now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be great if it was the same guy.
I agree. It would be great. I'd like to definitely see an update on that. I mean, our Lebanese show doesn't have time to do it now.
Wait, Michelle doesn't support LG? I thought she did. Oh, my bad. You don't support LGBTQ?
I do.
Okay.
I do support LGBTQY plus, whatever letters they're throwing at it these days. Why wouldn't I not support LGBTQ? Because remember, Jennifer J is LGBTQ.
Yeah. No, this woman is too. Or they are. It's in today's climate, it's so you have to be so careful. But I don't think this person that I'm talking about would even be offended if I was struggling with the pronouns because I haven't asked them what their preference is. But yeah. No, you don't, Michelle. You don't like what they're doing in the schools. You always mention it.
Well, I don't like the way it's being dealt with in the schools, but that doesn't mean I don't like the LGBTQ. That's a difference. I think the way that some of the situations being dealt with in the school is a little bit wrong, but that's my opinion. I have a right to say that. It does not mean I don't support the LGBTQ. I think that it's one thing if a person quietly goes in, does their business, doesn't try to make a big scene, it's complicated. But I'm not against the LGBTQ community. I'm a hermaphrodite intersex, okay? So I understand some of the issues that they're dealing with because they affect me too. But I think that some of the ways that we have things are not quite right. What I'm saying. It's hard to explain. But, for example.
Yeah, Red. I see what you're saying, Red.
Right.
Yeah, because, exactly. I see where Red's, I see the point. Red's right. I agree with Red on this. I got to be honest. I love you, Michelle, but I do agree with Red.
You support trans people and people of all different genders. You do not support LGBTQ. Wait a minute. You're saying one sense I do and one sense I don't, because the people, the transgender and all the genders, that's LGBTQ. That's lesbians, bisexual,
unfortunately now
intersex,
LGBTQ
gays.
has a lot more in it.
Michelle write a book of your life, and someone could do a second documentary of that. In a way,
I would love for her to write a book.
In a way, the documentary of my life is actually in the stories I write. If you read between the lines, you're really reading about me. Every single book is not made out of fluff out of thin air. There actually is pieces of the real me in them.
Can I just stop for a minute and can everyone appreciate that Michelle's been wearing her ears again? We had such a long 6 months without ears. I miss them so much. I can't believe I missed them.
These are the Iridani. These are expensive ones. Yeah, but the ones that seem to be the best ones.
They look great.
I don't know why you're against them ones. I know they're smaller, but I
like them. I like them so much better. I think they're very natural looking.
Yeah, they're
very
less
natural.
fluffy.
They're not obtrusive.
Well, let's just hope that these don't rip because these are $50 a pair. So these are expensive ears, but these are ones that are made in Tennessee. These are made.
Well, as long as you take care of them, they're not going to rip. They'll last for a while, and when they start getting old, we get a new dono goal and we get you another pair. It's only $50. $50 should be. If you really wanted to raise money, you could raise $50 in 10 minutes.
Sure.
You know what, Michelle? When your ears bugger up.
All right, let's see. Let's try this. You say 10 minutes, right? Because we got approximately about 36 minutes left of the show. All right, guys. I need $50. I'm forking it over. It
doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
I know, but that's what I would do. Okay. The point is right now I don't need anything right now. I'm set. The only thing I need is what?
You need eye drops. You need more power tools.
Yes, I need more eye drops. Absolutely. You can't see eye drops. Those are about $38 a box, guys. Those are.
You need lots of stuff. Don't ever think you don't need much. The sharing.
You need the shelf. You were moaning about the shelf yesterday.
Yes, the metal shelf that's on the watch list. Yes, we still need that. How come everybody thought about buying me a jigsaw, but no one said, doesn't she need that shelf more than she needs a jigsaw?
So, Michelle, if there is something that you want more than something else, you need to talk about it. People look at the wish list and they think everything on there is stuff that you want now. Yeah. So if there's stuff that you want more than other stuff, you should take, editing the Amazon list is easy, right?
Stan just put another post here. He said, Rolling Stones 1970 live concert LP, Get Your Gas Out, is playing Friday 11th.
Oh, hell yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern time on my Stan CT channel. Absolutely. That's good news, Stan. I'm glad to hear that.
I love
it. So get your gas out. Yeah, definitely.
Here is Stan's link. If you all aren't subbed, please sub. It was such a pleasant evening the other night when he did stream. I'll be honest, I said hi in chat, and then I sat back, drank a glass of wine, listened, and enjoyed, and didn't even read chat. I just had my eyes closed listening. It was so pleasant.
I'm not a beggar, but a small donation would help me, says Mojo. Okay, well, that's absolutely fine. You certainly can ask for that on your channel. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, even if you're not monetized, you can still get donations. But yeah, we definitely need that shelf because this. I can't twist this camera around because I might knock us offline. But if you look at the plastic weight shelf, Krista can verify this because she sees it. This shelf is ready to fall over.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because of the weight of all the records. There's all the records on the bottom shelves. The problem is that the thing is starting to lean like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Does it need new brackets,
It's plastic. It's a
so we can just get a new. Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Maybe we get a nicer one. Maybe we don't replace it with a plastic. Maybe we get something nicer, Michelle.
No, I need something a little more durable than PVC. I need steel.
There you go.
That's what I need. I got the shelf on the watch list, guys. Go to my wish list. It's the metal shelf. And that's the smaller metal shelf. It's similar to the shelf.
This is the shelf that she's had on her wish list for a year, and she doesn't know why anyone hadn't bought it. I know the shelf.
It was the one thing that I'm surprised that no one actually said, hey, wait a minute. Do you need that shelf? Yeah, I think you do. We keep getting more records. We're going to have to put them somewhere.
She said to everyone one day, she said, I don't know why. No one has bought me this damn shelf. It's been on my list for a year.
Over a year. Over a year. And you know what? No one actually even thought about that.
Fucking bastards. We got the goddamn shelf. Lazy motherfuckers.
I mean, I think the jigsaw is nice, but I think the shelf would have been even better, honestly.
Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tiger, I can't, Tiger, I can't do it.
Oh my goodness. Brian's not in here.
Oh, Brian, please don't listen to this. Brian, please don't listen. Listen, Michelle, Brian, really.
I mean, I appreciate the jigsaw. I really do. But I mean, as I said, the shelf has been there.
Get off your asses and buy her the freaking shelf, people.
No, she needs that shelf. It's just a metal shelf.
It's an inexpensive metal shelf. Yeah, it's a wire rack shelf. It's almost like you see in a commercial kitchen, but it's a smaller one.
Are you gonna drill that to the wall somehow?
No.
You're not gonna drill
I
that
don't know.
hole.
I could certainly bolt it to the wall, but those usually do
I'm
pretty
just
good
thinking,
freestanding. I got the miniature version of that shelf on this desk. Let me see if I can safely pull this away from the
Jojo,
so you can
you're
see
sweet.
the pole here. Maybe you can't
Tiger and
see
I
it.
are great together.
There's the pole. There's the pole. So you can see the pole.
Yeah, I know the pole.
That's the shelf right there. This is same kind of shelf as this, but it's a lot bigger. This is only about 48 inches tall by about 24 inches wide. But this,
that's that cheap little I know what that is. Okay.
it's good for this monitor because it's not too hunkin' huge. But
but it's not going to hold what you.
This will do fine for
Michelle, do you like watching true crime at all?
No, I'm not into true crime.
Okay, I was just curious.
No,
I'm really not necessary. I enjoy following along with some of it or watching some programs, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Grizz, no, you got to.
Speaking of Brian PC, is he even here? I don't even know if he's here.
He's going to debone 3 turkeys.
To can? What the fuck does that mean? Wait, what is that? He doesn't mean like canning it, like. Oh, Jesus Christ, Grizz! Just can we talk about your toenails? It would be less disgusting.
What?
Don't ask. Don't
oh,
ask.
Grizz.
Don't ask. Don't feed into Grizz. He's being gross.
I guess he'll cook them up and.
I thought he was a vegetarian. Why is he cooking turkeys if he's a vegetarian?
Is he?
He's canning it. Oh God.
Well,
or his wife's a vegetarian. I think his wife's a vegetarian.
I'm sure they might be having a tofurkey as well.
Me too, Jojo. That's how I would say I'm a fan. I'm a fan, but not a fanatic. Like I enjoy Netflix will do little docu-series, and I like watching those and some stuff.
Yeah.
He also jars his tone.
Speaking of what? Speaking of that.
Speaking
of that shopping list, like I said, there are things that I am going to again revise the list because I am definitely going to want that shelf more than anything. So I'm going to start taking things off that list.
Good. That's the
only thing on there is I did have a drill press on there too, but we don't need that right now.
Just gonna leave the shelf on the list.
Hey, Michelle, I have a question. Do you have one of those little, it's normally run by Asian women, a little salon where they do pedicures and nails, just a really inexpensive.
I've seen the stores you're talking about. I've been in there with Dory. Oh my God.
Would you be willing to do a dono goal for you and Noodles to go get pedicures? On the Friday,
Michelle's toenails are ugly. Don't even ask to see it.
They've seen worse. They see Michelle. They see everything. Trust me, girl.
They've seen worse. Look at Ed's feet.
No, I can't even stand. I can't even stand the smell of the nail lacquer in there. I wanted to get out of there so bad. Dory was just asking places like it was no big deal, But the smell of the enamel nail lacquer was like, oh, I gotta get out of here. This is too much.
But you're okay sitting down welding stuff.
There's a nail salon right down the street
and chewing tobacco and swallowing it. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
every time she says something's gross, I'm like, girl, you chew tobacco and you swallow it. Don't talk about anything gross. I swallow men's, you know what, and that's not as gross as swallowing tobacco.
But there's a difference between the VOC versus tobacco juice. I mean, you're talking about volatile organic compounds versus...
Exactly, Jojo. Yes, Jojo, me too.
Yeah.
Michelle, if I bought you a spit jar, would you spit in it?
Nope. She's used to swallowing it. I guarantee you.
I just suck on it. Suck.
She sucks it, and she's just so used to it. I know one other person, an older gentleman that does this. Yeah. And I tried to get him to use a spittoon. I'm like, I'd rather see you use a spittoon than swallow that. It's
no
so bad.
way. No, that would never do that. I had an older friend that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got you into chewing tobacco? Why did you try it, Michelle? Just out of curiosity.
I was a guy out of it after my fiasco to cigarettes.
Oh. Human body thought we were lying to her that you caught on fire. She's like, no. I'm like, yes. Yes. For those of you that don't know, Michelle was in the 7th grade, I believe, and she was trying to sneak a cigarette.
Yeah.
Thought she had put the cigarette out, put it in her shirt pocket, went inside her house. 2 minutes
But it
later,
wasn't totally extinguished, and it burned a hole in my shirt pocket. My mom wasn't happy. I got in trouble with the school. I ended up doing internal suspension for it.
That's a great story. Michelle can actually say, I have been on fire, bitch.
You say you got suspended for it?
What? You weren't even.
The assistant principal they said, "Hey, your pocket's on fire.
Oh,
you didn't get a cigarette in there, do you?" Oops.
I thought you were walking into your house when you put the cigarette in your pocket.
You wild thing, Michelle.
You are.
No, I was walking the lunch in the lunchroom. I was getting ready to go to lunch. I was waiting in the lunch line. I just came out of the bathroom and just went into the lunch line to get lunch.
I wish I could read what JoJo wrote, this stupid heart's in the way. Michelle was, I think it's naughty in the past, and she's still naughty, don't you? Have you not heard her stories she can come up with?
Yeah.
She is naughty.
Michelle's got the...
This is how wild she is. She goes into the restroom to smoke a cigarette at school.
Right.
Michelle... Did you think they were going to smell it?
Well, I think I can tell you right now, the assistant principal certainly smelled it after I came out of the restroom and actually basically started burning a hole in my pocket while waiting in lunch lane to get some lunch. Oh, jeez.
Michelle, where did you get a cigarette in the 7th grade? That would have put you at what, 12, 13?
No, simple. I got it from another kid that was basically acting like a junkie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there were other people smoking. You're just the only one that caught yourself on fire.
I mean, I just think it's kind of interesting now, thinking about that.
I love it.
The past stupidities. Obviously, it kind of gave me some understanding for why some people do stupid stuff. Just like watching the movie Defending Your Life, and the guy was trying to do stupid stuff and trying to install a TV antenna on the roof kind of thing. I've never actually had that problem on the roof installing an antenna, but I certainly had my moments when I botched things up bad enough. Oh well, I'm human, you know. I'm not infallible. I'm just an everyday person just like you.
Michelle, have you made a list and a diagram of everything you need for
the shelf would be the first. Oh, sorry.
The
shelf is definitely the first thing we need because right now,
sorry, Tiger,
the records are seriously, really seriously causing other shelf to bow beyond belief. Then the books on the top. And the floppy disks, and
I love this woman.
There's just so much on that shelf. It's the only shelf. It's the only shelf. Well, okay, I take that back. It's not the only shelf in this room anymore because you got the white shelf, which is the same material over here, where the Mac Mini's sitting on, and then on the bottom, that's sitting my old laser printer, and the very bottom shelf is nothing right now. But
why don't you put like a little picture of the shelf in question?
Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle has added a table electric
all right,
grill.
I'll post a picture up in the community tab so you can see it.
Well, I was thinking,
I'll show you the
on YouTube and say
the community tab on YouTube and the community tab in my channel, and I'll post a picture of the shelf that I want.
Yeah,
your wire shelf is only $51.95. It had a price drop of 17%.
Right, there you go. How perfect is that? That's perfect.
And the slap chop, is that something you want? The slap chop, do you cook a lot where you chop things up for $25?
Right. Slap chop is so convenient. You'll be having a fun day when you're pounding your troubles away, right?
Well,
how do you like my nuts?
Bam, 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 bam. If it's on your wish list, people might buy it. So I'm just saying, I love all the books. I still need to.
And the slap chop is on my wish list.
Right, but the the slap chop is on your wish list. So if you get a chopper, you're going to be happy, right? That's going to make you happy. Or
it's going to make my life easier for cutting things like onions. Definitely, favorite cut onions,
okay.
which is
All
but
right.
I mean, I do like the fact that like I like to mince my carrots up nice. So 1 chopper carrots or stew. Bam!
I'm not sure they work that great.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah,
I bought one back in the day. I have I would never trust Michelle with a mandolin, but there are lots of other alternatives for what you want.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, the mandolin. Yeah, I've seen those. We used to work with those at the American Food Court. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just think that slap chop is kind of gimmicky. I wouldn't be happy if I got
an
that.
Electric grater, Michelle.
Yep,
very cheap.
I have an electric grater. You can get a food processor.
Yeah, you know what though? I'll tell you what. It may seem gimmicky, but you know what? What's his name there?
It doesn't work.
The guy there, not the Billy Mays. He did test it too. The other guy that works with him, Tony Sullivan. He actually tested the slap chop, and he said this is made pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's not bad. He also looked at some of the other equivalents, and he's like, this is actually made pretty good.
I've also heard you need to use some strength to use it. So just know that.
Get some exercise at the same time. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. I tried, Tiger. I don't know
why. It's a slap chop. It's not a push chop.
Yeah, that's slap chop.
Hey, Yam Ranch. Bam. Here you go, Yam Ranch. Bam. Here's some more Yam Ranch. Bam.
For anyone looking at Michelle, I'm just saying that slap chop is half the price of your shelf. And what if someone sent you the slap chop instead of the shelf?
That's fine. Right now I've been getting everything else but the shelf. Okay. This is true. Yeah, absolutely, it's true. The thing is,
I remember the commercial.
It's a wish list. It's not like I need to have it in this order list. You know.
Well, right, but you're saying there are things you would rather have. So if it's a wish list of things you want, you need to be. You know, I don't think I'm making sense. Tiger, try.
I do. I think you do. Okay, you can actually set priorities on that wish list. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what you need to do.
Yes, that would be great, Michelle.
Yeah.
JoJo, they'll never stop. I got some really good advice from someone. I unsubbed them. I used to watch just to hear all the horrible things that were being said. I've just unsubbed. I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to talk about it.
I can't watch them. It's
right. I don't even want to.
It's all the same stuff. It's the same thing.
Well, what happened?
Right, and I don't want to talk about those people either because they are real scum. I don't want to deal with those people. I don't want to talk about them on my show.
Nobody's done anything, but they're rolled up again.
Yep. It's
nobody
bizarre.
said shit to them or about them.
Yep.
And they're all rolled up for no reason.
It takes nothing, and they just, I don't know. So that's why I just decided
to ignore them. Unsub and just let them talk to themselves.
I mean, they're driving people. I'll just say this much: they're driving people away from.
They're going after Mark now too. Wait,
they're driving people away from YouTube
with Mark. Wait, what? Wait, is Mark against Noodles? Why is everyone against Noodles? Do people not realize he plays whatever? I mean, the guy tried to add, I understand it was unorthodox, right? Noodles is very unorthodox, but he's playing a character. He's a good guy. Look what he does for Michelle. I wouldn't stand up for him if I didn't see everything he's done for Michelle. Yeah, he is a good guy.
Let me just say
bad guys don't do this.
All right, gives me my turn. Let me just say one thing. The people that have been talking bad about Noodles, they are just, I'm talking about especially those two. They're just terrible people, okay? I do not know how in the hell they can get the followers that they get. I don't know, but it just shows to me that there are people on YouTube that are in it for...
Well, people love drama.
Terrible
people
stuff.
Love drama, Michelle. These fat, or I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. These bored women at home that don't have a lot going on. This is what they do. They're on disability. They're retired, whatever, and they just sit and feed into this stuff because it makes them feel alive. It gives them a sense of
all right, that's fine. I'm on disability. I'm elderly.
Right, but what I'm saying
but
is...
But you don't see me sit there talk necessarily bad about somebody else. You know, Michelle, I try to create content that's more positive.
Right. They don't do that. You're a good person. You want people to be happy. You don't want to surround yourself with, hi, Josh. With, why are you angry, Josh? Don't be angry.
What are you doing?
Hey, man, you look real feminine. Can you make a girl voice so I can jerk off and bust a nut all over my computer? I'm currently on a massive edging streak. Ooh, and you want to end it? Good for you, Josh.
Yeah.
How long have you been edging? Has it lasted for a while?
Can you follow Michelle, please? Thank you.
Please follow. Yeah, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
We are all for edging.
I think
here.
Josh is Mr. Happy, isn't he? I think it's...
Oh, Josh is definitely not Mr. Happy. Trust me.
Okay.
I assure you that is not Mr. Happy.
Yeah, I met Mr. Happy. He's a nice guy.
Oh, Josh is just having fun trying to troll.
I'm looking real...
Hey, Josh, you're welcome here. Please
Can you make a girl voice? Excuse me, you don't like my voice? Too bad.
He was just teasing, Michelle. He was just, busting balls.
I know.
And Josh, here we are very, very comfortable talking about sex and things like that. And if you have questions for Michelle, please feel free to ask her anything. Michelle is, well, I'll let you tell him.
Could
just tell him about yourself real quick.
Over there, please click on the documentary link so Josh can check it out. Because obviously I'm not on Kickside right now. If you want to go over one of my mods, go over there and just type in exclamation point documentary. So they can all see it. I mean, I know Botrix is doing its job.
Red's over there, Michelle.
Red's everywhere. Red's the best mod ever. If I start streaming, Red's going to be like the only mod that I need because he's he's good. He lets, the thing that I like about Red is you can call him a cocksucker and he's not going to block you, but you call Michelle a name or something and he's going to take care of you.
Thank you very much, Red. It's okay. Don't worry, guys. They both basically suggested the same thing. Okay, that's fine. Also, will someone please go ahead do exclamation Discord over there? I'll do exclamation Discord over here. Let's get people in our Discord too.
Right, Leo? Yeah.
We need to go our Discord. It's been common.
But he doesn't do it personally, which I can't stand mods that take shit personally. It's YouTube. People are gonna dog you. People are gonna say stupid shit. Let it roll. You only block, in my opinion, doxing and just outright crude, like the edging comment. That to me, we all let that go. What the fuck? Who cares? It's a little fun trolling.
Yeah. A little bit
but especially now when you're
fine.
trying
I would
to
just say don't block people unless you really become flaming ass hats. In that case, you got a different story altogether. But
yeah, until we get the seats filled.
Exactly. Y'all get it.
The trolls fill the seats. They do
time them out.
They count as viewers. And that's important.
In my opinion, I don't think Josh said anything wrong. I think he did some silly little trolling.
So don't ban the Josh guy because he didn't do anything wrong.
Nobody did, Michelle.
Good. Please don't.
We're not. Take it easy. You've got good mods. Don't worry.
We got 2 mods over there right now. Which is good because I remember one time we had a real jerk come on my Twitch channel and he started saying it really was a YouTube troll that came over to Twitch and he started doing the N-word crap in the chat. I finally said one of my mods over there that was also on Twitch, I said, you gotta go over there and you gotta moderate because there's no one over there moderating on Twitch. So they went over and they had to basically give the guy the heave-ho. But the thing is I would still consider streaming on Twitch, but the new terms of service of Twitch is so...
I'd stay away from Twitch. I don't think you're the right fit for Twitch, honestly. Twitch is all about cam girls and gamers anymore.
Yeah.
And I worked with people with Twitch for many years and loved it. But it's not the same platform it was, and I don't think it's right for you at all.
No, it's not. And neither was YouTube. YouTube is different too. YouTube has changed. The only reason I'm still on YouTube is because I started out here and
you have
2011 when I did my first show in May. The 2011 was a video, and I've been here since. I did sign up in July of 2010, but I didn't do anything until May of 2011.
Yeah.
when I finally had an iPhone 3GS that could do video. So I was like, oh.
When did you start this YouTube channel, Michelle? How many years ago?
I started this channel officially. I registered it on July 16th, 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder you're so protective.
And I didn't do my very first. I did not do my very first video until May of 2011.
I don't know of any. There's no trans woman on panel, and I don't know of anyone that attacked a disabled woman. Snobby, I'm sorry, dear. Can you elaborate?
What is the trans female
Michelle
panel?
is not trans. Michelle is intersex.
She's
Who is the trans female on panel who attacked disabled women? There was nobody on panel that did that.
I don't know who that is. I wouldn't stand for that. That's horrible. I don't think anybody here would stand for it.
No, nobody would stand for that. In fact, we definitely would not allow that on this panel.
I'm sorry. Snobby, I didn't know you were coming here with ill intent. We're not bad people.
What did they say?
Oh, nothing. But they're from, Red just said they're from Lollies. They said something like that Michelle has a 9-incher. It's like, yeah, she probably does.
Wait,
she probably does. You better back off or she'll bend your ass over and show you what it's all about.
Well, the thing is everybody over there on the new people on Kick, they're seeing us because we're in a Just Chatting group. If you would love to, please go watch the documentary. It will explain a lot about who I am, because I know that I'm new to your platform. You guys really don't know much about me. Of course, some of my experienced people from my YouTube side are coming over there now too. The good ones. Which is what we're aiming for, the good ones. But we know the bad ones are going to come too. This is the reality. But I think we have made some positive inroads. I mean, since 2011, in May, when I started, it was a wet, cold, clammy, rainy day. I held the phone, and my arm was sitting on my laser printer, and my iPhone 3GS was in my hand. Remember, the iPhone 3GS does not have a front-facing camera. It just had a rear-facing camera. So I had the phone flipped over so the camera was facing me, but I couldn't see if I was in shot. And I'm like,
oh, no.
You know, I'm nervous. Not only is my arm hurting, but in the video, but the fact was I'm holding this phone like this, and I couldn't even, and it was dark in the room, and I was trying to introduce myself, and it was my first time actually doing a video for public, and I was like totally freaking out. And I was like, well, I gotta get over this, because I can't do a YouTube stream if you can't at least say hello to people. And so it took me a while to build the confidence, because I know it was a stream. So I knew once I got it done, I could take my phone, plug it into my Mac through iTunes or iPhone, export video into my Mac, run it through Final Cut Express, edit it out, make sure it cleaned out nice, good. Looked fine as it was, put the introduction on it, which is My Winter Storm by Tarji Tarunin, and then a simple thanks video in the end saying, thanks for watching, thanks to Connecticut Latent Power, which is EverSource, which is a utility, and Sudden Frontier Telephone, actually it was AT&T at the time. Simple thank you to the utilities to keep the lights on to make it possible to do the show. And it was it. It was short, sweet. And I was trying to describe what I was going to do. I remember the video, and some of you can still find pieces of the video to this day. The piece of the video is I am on a documentary I uploaded a few years later. Originally, after I had thought I was going to never be able to put it up because of the music. But it turns out Tarja Tarunin was like, okay, fine.
Oh, shit. J-Mac's got a big... J-Mac's a good-looking man. Michelle, hello. Hi, J-Mac. I haven't met you, but I followed you, baby. Oh, okay. Hello. J-Mac, where have you been? Why don't I know J-Mac, guys?
He's been around.
Has he?
Yeah.
Wow, what a great channel. I'm looking at his channel now. I'm very excited. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Gidgey.
Come check out our website. I'm sure I will. Thanks. So the main thing is that's how we got started. And like I said, I couldn't do live streams because I try to use Adobe Live Encoder on my Mac, which was it wasn't available for the Power Mac G5, so I couldn't do Adobe Live Encoder. I tried to find something that I could use for live streaming on the Power Mac G5. I couldn't find anything. When I finally bought myself my first Mac, my iMac, that was a Intel Core 2 Duo machine, kind of similar to my laptop. It was a all-in-one that sat on the desk. It could kind of stream, but not very well. It was just terrible. 640 by 360, same as we're using right now. Same reason. Internet sucked. No one couldn't get anything out. Couldn't get enough data out. It was just choking on the. It's like choking on someone's cum. There was too much video coming in. And it was like couldn't get it out fast enough. It was just bad luck. It was just terribly a mess. So at least started doing live stream when I was in the yellow house during the porch rebuilding of the porch. So that was like 4 years after, 5 years after we were doing videos. And so 2015 is when we started live streaming. And before then, I had a channel like maybe about 25 viewers, or 25 subscribers, maybe about one viewer a day. That was it.
Wow, you've come a long way.
Oh, I have, certainly. I certainly have come a long way.
Right.
And now, of course,
do you think, Michelle, who's been your longest subscriber?
She's the longest subscriber is someone named Warrior Princess or something from upstate New York, which I think after we temporarily went offline and hid the channel, she kind of unsubbed, and I think she's back again. She was the longest one. She was watching our channel quietly in the background. I guess her account was kind of abandoned. She stopped because eventually she fell away. Some of the oldest subs, because we hid the channel for a while, like Monica's suggestion, because of all the strikes, we hid the channel. When we did that, all the subscribers get unsubbed because they figure your channel is gone.
Oh no! Oh yeah, did it just delete all the subscribers because you hid the channel, or people physically have to?
No, I hid the channel because the channel was hidden. All the subscribers to the channel are unsubscribed to YouTube because the channel's hidden. And that was only to prevent more strikes from going on because Yam Ranch and buddies were really going through trying to flag my videos left and right. And we were just going ridiculously crazy, flagging content. And
see, now I would have said that was a dumb thing to do, hide it. But I've been through all that shit with them. It's probably the last straw to hide the channel.
Yeah, Monica was rightfully concerned that because of all the terrible content that was up there with all the N-word and all the other stuff that was going on, that she felt that we needed to get the channel offline under the public radar so that we could go through the videos one by one and clean them out, because it was some were really incendiary. I mean, some of them were really bad because of the trolls. And I'm talking about the ones that definitely violated everything about the existing terms of service. I mean, there was things that just was bad. So we had to delete a lot of videos. We had to hide a lot of videos. Then we went through, we watched them over again, and then we would see if they would even pass muster. If they didn't, we would delete them. Or I would do the deleting.
That's a lot of work, Michelle.
It's probably the last, yeah. Well, it was just what we had to do. It was, if I hadn't done that, I probably would be basically being bitten in the ass again by YouTube's terms of service violations, and even now. So we removed all the worst of the worst that were created by Yam Ranch and everybody else that just went ahead.
I mean, maybe if you don't delete them, it's better to just hide them. I wouldn't delete them.
No, I had to delete them because they still remain in the system. YouTube can still flag them. YouTube's own bots can still flag them if they're still in the system. You gotta delete them. They cannot stay on the computer. As long as it's on their hard drive, their bots don't care. The bots will go through, they'll look for content, they'll pick at it, even if it's private, even if it's hidden. It was clearly obvious. You gotta get them off the hard drive. And I had no place to store them. And they were so incendiary, I didn't want them anyway. Because they were bad videos. They were just bad live streams.
Bad memories. Bad memories for you.
Bad memories, too. Absolutely. And so some people got mad because they kept saying bad things about Monica. Monica asked me what we should do, and she suggested it. And I said, yeah, we're going to have to do something because this is like our second strike. We got to do something now. See, we've been doing this before. Let's put this rodeo before. It's not new. So we started going through everything. We marked all the live streams as hidden, so that we can look at them so the trolls couldn't flag anymore. That's only a temporary solution. We had to basically hide everything. The whole channel had to be hidden.
Right.
Then we got through, we picked through it, and cleaned it up, and it took Monica on her iPad months to go through all those videos and clean them up.
Going down.
Some of them were not too bad, so she left them as in the not too bad category, which means they don't violate, but they're just so painful to watch. Then I said, what do you think we should do with those? She said, it's up to you. I said, if they're painful to watch, I don't want to suffer any more pain, especially replay flashbacks. So I just deleted them. Gone. Because, unfortunately, people don't realize that what the Yam Ranch was doing and his friends were doing was so hideous that I couldn't even stomach going my own videos. It gave me PTSD just watching them. So I said, no, these have to go. These have to go. And then,
well, that's serious, Michelle. The way you were feeling over them, that's very serious to affect you so bad like that.
It was emotionally painful, physically painful. It was hurtful. I was ready to hang up on YouTube and voluntarily delete my channel and walk away.
That's awful.
I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
But these people were over there on YouTube were just ripping me a new asshole every fucking day. And I couldn't deal with it anymore. I was in therapy, and my therapist was like, she was watching the video content. She's like, these people are horrific. This is worse than cyberbullying. This is openly attacking a disabled individual. These people are hurting you. And Patty felt the same way, and so did Dory. These people are hurting you mentally and physically, and physically in the sense it's causing you to do things like overeating. You're getting stressed. Your cortisol levels are up in the stratosphere. You're doing terrible. You're not getting good sleep. You look like a raccoon. So it was just important that I had to get away from that. And for a while, we were having the same problem just this month. Last month, because of Lolly, because the other person, Lolly, and her partner of crime, was doing the same thing all over to me and Noodles and everybody else. And I finally said, well, you know what? We're already on Kick anyway. We'll still do the night shows in Kick because we can get flexibility there. We don't have to worry about being flagged. They don't have a flagging option like they do on YouTube. With the flag on Kick, you have to really, really have substantiated evidence. It's not just your word. They need to see video clip. They need to see evidence. Also, for the copyright part of it, they don't just take down a video because of a song content ID. They need a written email on company stationery from the company that has to maintain copyright license. Not saying that you can't fake, say, something from Universal Music or something, or Warner Brothers, whatever. But the thing is, it has to be in corporate stationery, and it has to be signed by the legal law, legal agent for the company. And most trolls can't do that. So they're like, we're not going to go there. It's just not worth it. But here, at least on Kick, I can play the music. Right. That's so old music. Some of the stuff we play is so old. Most people don't even care. It's like, but the audience loves it. I love it. And I love it. And that's what makes it so good. It's because I get to have fun.
And thank you, Stan, for being a major
big thank you, Stan. Absolutely. Yeah. And I really thank Stan for your donations to make it possible.
Yeah, it has made. I mean, it's been great listening to new albums.
What does that mean when you level up? It means that the higher level means that you're shows how actively you engaging in with the chat. That's what it means. It's just Me 6 does the same thing. Me 6 on Discord does the same thing.
What do you get for talking more then? Or nothing?
What's that?
Well, do you just get to level up to 10 or
right? He's leveling up because he's he's engaging in the chat.
Right, but what's the highest?
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, guys. So he's a new person, and so J Mac, I want to say thank you for being part of the show. I really appreciate you engaging with us. I really do. I think it helps a lot. It makes us feel at least that we're engaging out people and that people are enjoying themselves.
Hello. What brings you to Winter Spring?
Okay.
These cold and vast lands may seem dismal, but this is a place of many secrets.
I love that quote. I really do. Hey, Noodles.
Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
So, Michelle, I just want to say something. When you ignore people, it's not because they're not doing something. You're a wimp or anything like that. You're ignoring them because you're not turning your show into that. So, by you doing that, that's a big power play. For instance, don't bring up that woman. Don't bring up that guy. Because every single time you do, people remember them.
Absolutely. I agree. That's why I didn't.
It's like Hitler burning the books. You got to burn the books.
We have a swear jar, Michelle. We need a swear jar.
Yeah.
Like Hitler, I don't agree with everything Hitler did, but definitely burning the books, Michelle. You got to burn the books.
Oh, we certainly burned a lot of videos in the process because we certainly deleted hundreds of them. Hundreds of old live streams me and Monica did when she was here that were really incendiary. They were worse than nitrate film. They would have bursted into flames anyway. Yeah. Especially if YouTube's bots ever got home.
How did that woman cope having to go through hours and hours of videos of you being tortured and people being mean to you?
It was really hard on Monica. It really was. Just like you, she really cared about me as a person, and she was having her own health issues, and she was trying to sit through all that.
Oh.
She volunteered to help me go through all those videos, and she was a regular major benefactor of the show.
Really good to you, Michelle. Really good to you. That's why when you complain about the people here, Michelle, you got to remember who's actually here. I know there's a lot of shitty people around you, Michelle, but there were really, really, really good people around you.
Oh, I know that. And it's too bad that Monica and I won't talk to me anymore because
What happened with you and Monica?
Well,
what happened?
I don't remember exactly. I think she was concerned more about her flying squirrel, whatever, and the fact that her squirrel is getting old, and She was very upset about that. And
what they call
that's right, her sugar glider. That's what it was called. Sugar glider.
Sugar glider.
Then she was having other personal issues, but me and her were very good. Like me and you, we used to be inseparable. We would do shows together, like we're doing now. We would have fun, talk about things.
Wait a minute. You hurt her, apparently, Michelle. How did Michelle hurt her?
I think what it was, I don't remember exactly what I did. That's just it. I didn't say anything bad about the sugar glider. I didn't say anything negative. I think she was struggling with other things in her life.
You let them people torment her.
That's what they say, but I don't know. Did I let them torment her? No. Did I stop them from tormenting her? I was having a hard enough time just trying to prevent them from tormenting me, and I was at the time not as strong as I am now. I think that's just a sad situation, though.
It was because of Skynet and Smecklecat.
Yeah. Yeah, those two were not helping any. Especially Paul wasn't helping any. Skynet wasn't too bad. Skynet actually kind of worked with her because he also, but she pointed out that this younger, there was another Scorpio woman. There wasn't, and a Scorpio man, because we know that she was talking about Scorpio man with Skynet, but there was she's an older Scorpio. She said, I can teach those two a big lesson by bringing them to the back of the woodshed. Oh, yeah. I get it. The sad truth is that Monica and I haven't talked since, and I do want her to come by and visit sometime. But that's why we got upset. Let's see.
Thank you.
What I understand, Michelle was abused and scared. J-Max says sometimes she just gotta reach out and say hi and see how they are doing. I tried to do that with Monica, but she's not on Discord and I don't have her email address.
Michelle, I don't think Monica left you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What's
I don't think so. I don't think Monica left. Again, Michelle, you know what happens, Michelle? These people focus on certain individuals, and when they start doing that, people leave, And I don't think Monica left. Monica was very much invested in you, and
she could be watching still if she is.
Yeah, she may be one of the people that watches passively in the background.
Yeah.
If anything, I hope she understands that I do appreciate her efforts that she did to go through hundreds, if not thousands of videos, bunches at a time, sitting through every single one of them. As I understand, she was doing hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of videos.
That would give me mental problems, having to sit through watching hours and hours. Depends how bad they were. I don't know how bad they were back then.
That really was hard on her. And I really hope that one day, even maybe privately, she reaches out to me and says, hey, I appreciate that we talked about the good that I've done for the channel and how the wonderful things were. And I mean, there was a lot of other people on the panel that didn't like her. And I think that was part of the problem. I think she was suffering from, feeling like no one really appreciated her efforts, and that was absolutely not true. I did appreciate her efforts. But there were other people...
I'm going to tell you something right now. If it wasn't for Monica, right, you wouldn't be in the situation that you are in now. That's a lot better than it was before, Michelle. So,
oh, yeah, she helped play out a lot of the dross that was in our show, that's... If you two spiders ever got into that old videos, we would have been a greasy spot on the sidewalk of San Bruno already.
Oh, well.
I mean, she saved my bacon. That's a big, big, big deal. I mean, she helped me get the situation where we could get remonetized after the apocalypse.
I understand then why Monica's got such a bad name when it comes to Paul and Skynet. Why did they?
Right, absolutely. Paul and Skynet were definitely the ones that really, really flame broiled her. Absolutely. They
But
really
why,
went
if
after
she
her.
was helping you?
Because that was why they were mad. It was because she saw them what they were, which was not a good thing for the channel. She saw that. I kind of did, but I was kind of in denial for a while. So it was like, oh. And it was just like in my head, but being beat by two baseball bats, one side at a time, in stereo.
Well, you were scared.
Bam, 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 bam. This one said this, bam. This one says this, bam. This one says this, bam. I'm like, and of course, dazed and bruised and confused. I was like, just like a little kid. I just was running one and run away and go, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I don't want to deal with it. And but I've been through it since then, and now at least I'm a little bit better prepared for it. But I still feel bad for Monica, because I think she really did put a lot of effort into trying to help clean up the problems that she saw. Same thing with Rhonda Church. Now, Rhonda Church, her husband was having health problems. She thought he was going to lose. She thought he was going to lose her husband, okay, because of complications. So she was between being worried about her husband's health and having nothing to do. I invited her to my channel. She saw what was going on. She tried to take control. She's a Virgo, you know. She likes to take control. And the problem is same thing. People started ripping her a new asshole, started impersonating her kids, started doing horrible stuff. So Rhonda Church was like, I can't deal with this anymore. I gotta get out of here. I can't deal with this. This place is too crazy for me. So she gave up on YouTube completely and went back to Facebook.
Yeah, a few have given up and left. I've been here. I've seen many good people come and go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Getting them back though, Michelle, is near on impossible.
Because the bad people just wanted to sabotage the channel. They just wanted to do it. They thought it was fun.
But they're like mentally scarred. They do not want to come back.
They're absolutely mentally scarred. I was being mentally gouged. Never mind scarred. Spending months in psychotherapy over this. And that was just too much to handle. Yeah. You know, to stand by the people who support you, Michelle, the good ones that are hard to find. Absolutely, I agree with you there. That's the reason why.
Can I say something in defense of?
Go ahead.
Everybody who came here at a certain time. So when I came here, I thought that's what the show was about. I want to be honest with you, Michelle. I thought the show was like this goof show that we can, have the news, we can have, topics, we can do call-ins, and it was like a kind of like a free-for-all.
Right.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. That's what I thought the show was.
Right. A lot of people did.
Okay. So until the day you contacted me, all right, I didn't know. All right. And Michelle, there might have been people here that had different opinions about what the show was. I'm not trying to make excuses for anyone. I'm just saying, like, that was my experience here.
Right.
And I don't like when it comes to Paul and Skynet. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do here, Michelle. But when I came here, that's who was running the show over here. It wasn't you. It was Paul and Skynet.
They were trying to destroy Michelle's reputation and her
And
integrity.
it was 100% not trolling anymore. It was, and I'm not saying they were doing it, but they weren't doing nothing about it.
It was definitely more like gas. There was definitely a lot of gaslighting going on too. There was a lot of gaslighting going on.
A lot of getting Michelle to think one way when it wasn't the way, it wasn't the truth. It was a lot of manipulation going on.
Yeah.
It was awful at one point.
The show was about what Paul and Skynet wanted, but Michelle would complain and want a change. Yeah, because it was with Paul and Sky that wanted it to be a shit show. And I didn't want it to be that way. Because that didn't even fit what my real channel agenda was.
All Skynet became was about sex. It was weird. He just became obsessed with sex.
Yeah.
And you doing sex shows. And Michelle, you doing Chatterbait this Friday. You doing Chatterbait this. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean,
yeah.
If I came in at that time, I probably would have been like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just looking at it like someone who just comes here and they see the show. You know what I'm saying, Tiger? So if I was coming here and I saw that going on, I'd be like, this show's fucking weird. I've never seen a show like this before. I would think that that's what the show is about, Michelle.
Right.
You know, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought the show that I came to see when you were doing it was excellent. All right. When I found out that you weren't having a good time, Michelle, that's when I thought the show was bad.
Yeah.
I'm just being completely honest with you.
Looking at it from different eyes and thinking, this is fucking abuse.
Yeah, because I was being manipulated. They were manipulating my show. I was just the person on the camera, but I was not.
It was a shivering mess, a wreck, crying. It was awful. I've never seen her like that before. It was absolutely awful. There was no one was allowed to talk to her because there was these rules.
Yeah, that was something that came up near the end.
No mollycoddling Michelle. These fucking stupid ass rules. Like, what? Anyone can talk to Michelle in private if they want to. Maybe Michelle would like to talk to somebody in private about private things. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean
no mollycoddling her. So it was just awful.
And then how many times I ended up deleting my Discord? Like 4 times because they would keep coming in and kept destroying my Discord. And then the last straw was when somebody came up with the rules and said, "Thou shalt not talk to Michelle. Thou shalt not donate to Michelle. Thou shalt not."
Oh yeah, no donating to Michelle.
Hey, what the fuck was up with that?
Oh, I'll be honest. He became much better recently, but it used to be Paul. Used to be. If you go back and look at videos, he did not like her asking for money, putting her dono links up, or anything.
All right, but there had to have been a reason for it. I don't think this guy's an idiot, you know.
I think he felt he should be getting half the money because he was up there talking. Maybe, I don't know.
And then
maybe he just didn't want Michelle being a beggar, you know. I hope that's what it was. But you know, when it came to Michelle asking for money when she's doing something, I mean, I thought that was fun. I thought people wanted to see that. I thought that was awesome. So I don't get it. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I mean, e-begging is, first of all, is very negative connotation, obviously. But I mean, like, when you walk by, say, a street musician.
Well, here's the difference. Can I just, while we're on the subject, before I forget, because I'm a bit stoned. Here's the difference. He'd say all that, but then when he'd go live on his Twitter or Twitch, Twitch, he'd have his fucking cash apps flowing around and his PayPal. And how comes it's okay for him?
And we have those flying around here too, but we don't see it on putting on my screen as much anymore.
Like, well, how comes he's got them on his, but he doesn't?
Did he have a successful channel?
His Twitter or whatever. Oh, is it Twitch? Twitch one.
But did he have a successful channel?
No. He'd have a couple of people watching him, maybe.
Right. Whereas we could easily, as we did last night on Kick, we had 18 people watching us last night on Kick.
You did. Very good.
Yes, we did.
You're doing good on there, Michelle. Really are.
Because, first of all, it's a small platform. But, anyway, that's not the... Let's get back to the main thing. The thing I wanted to say is about the e-begging thing. Okay? You walk by a street musician, and the guy's trying really hard to play a good song on his guitar case is open. And this guy's been practicing for months. And he's playing a good tune. A nice, good, steady riff on his guitar. What's wrong if you drop a dollar or a quarter into his guitar case? He's not really begging. I mean, he's giving you something. He's quietly saying this as let's guitar case open and saying, hey, you like it? Put some money in there. What's wrong with that? And they're saying, oh, she's begging for money. Excuse me, but I think there's a difference between saying, it's for the poor, it's for the poor, versus quietly going, there's a donation link right there. If you want to donate, you know what to do. You got the $ option down there now. You can donate if you want to.
Right. Yeah. See, I want you to have as much as I possibly could get to you, Michelle, like from other people. I don't know why anyone would be worried about how much you get. More the better. Who cares?
Street buskers that play and seriously put a lot of work into their work as street musicians are great. There was a street musician named Tommy Tudor that couldn't even play his saxophone without basically sounding horrible. I don't think he made much money as a street musician, but that's another story. That's another person I ran into. Anyway, that's a long ago story. Just leave it at that. The thing is, in fact, Tommy Tudor's still trying to get me to be a friend on Facebook. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in Tommy Tudor. No, thank you. You called the police on me multiple times. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be anything to do with you.
Did he call the police on you?
Yeah, he did.
Who did?
He was his own worst troll. He was a transgender troll. He was one of the worst. They've been a child stalker too, far as I heard.
And Michelle, you mustn't.
So, like I said, I mean, this is not my first rodeo.
Let's start calling these people out.
Yeah. So the thing is,
Wait, Michelle is not implying that in any way.
What I'm trying to imply is there's nothing wrong if you got your guitar case open and you're willing to accept a donation. It's very different when you're sitting out there with a big sign and it says, please donate! I need money! Now, if you're a street musician, your guitar case is open, it's a subtle hit. Put some money in there, please, okay? Do you like my work? Okay. Same thing here. Notice you got the blue square over here on the chat, on the YouTube side of things. It says, please donate. It doesn't say you must donate. Or you must subscribe. That'd be nice if you do, but if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, well, what can I do?
Yeah, I think you find that there's either people that give and then there's people that just don't. And that's just the way it is. So you need more subs that give. Because the ones you've got...
Once you get past what they call the critical mass, meaning, like, in my case, like, once you hit 2,000 subs, that's probably when you're going to see more donations coming in. Because you're going to be reaching out to more people. Eventually, YouTube is going to probably start moving you up more to recommended lists. Once you get, like, 2,000 subs.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
What? No. Tommy Tudor was in Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, no, it was Flagstaff, I think it was. Was it Flagstaff? Tucson.
Stalker.
Frank Berry does not live in Tucson. Honest Frank does not live in Tucson. Okay? But the point I'm trying to get at is we have changed a lot since those days. And I want to thank Monica for that, because she helped clean out a lot of the shit that was in there.
Thank you, Monica.
Which means if you go in there now, look down, Tiger Kitty, you won't even see the most offensive. The offensive was because Monica went through all those worst of the worst and got rid of them.
I don't know. There were some pretty bad ones after that.
Like like the septic tank guy comes and pumps the shit out of your pipes. or your big tank in the backyard. That's what she did. She basically just took a big holes in there and sucked up all those horrible videos and marked them as hit private and said, get rid of them. Get rid of them. These are terrible. Do not let them stay. So once they were all marked as private, I just went, delete all private videos. Boom.
Private.
Yeah. So,
Michelle, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I've really got to let the dog out.
Right.
All right, goodbye, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.
Let me just wrap this up by saying one thing is I appreciate you being here, Tired Kitty, and I appreciate you talking to me, and Blazingly, I appreciate you being over there on the Discord, on the Kick side of things today, and Red Orangutan for being over there on the Kick side of things today, and then regular viewers here on the channel. I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope the story might have a negative information for you, because it's a real story. Is that YouTubers are people too, and that sometimes it doesn't take much to sometimes push us over the edge, because we're not machines, we're people. And we're trying to create content. And sometimes the platform is becoming too toxic. I didn't have those problems over there in the other platforms, like I did on YouTube. But there are good people over here too, so not bad people. And I'm hoping that the good people will follow us over to Kick, because we'll still be doing our night shows over there in Kick, because we can play music, we can talk, we can take public panel chats. Maybe eventually we'll see if we can get the phones working. Although that may be a bit hard because of the setup. It's a little bit complicated right now. I'll just keep it simple at that. But I want to say thank you, everybody, for watching the show every day. Thank you every morning for coming up. Just to remind you, tomorrow Krista and I are going to be doing some things in the morning. And yes, I'm going to have to double get some kitty food for Rusty, because those little bags are small and they don't last as long as you think. So I'm going to have to get some more kitty food and get some breakfast for both of us. And then maybe we can restream IO. We can do the streaming on Kick. I want to do some Kick streams, exclusives as well, in the morning shows. But then we would have the afternoon show, and then we're going to have a Friday night over on Kick too. So, everybody, for now, do me a favor. I want you to have a good day. Don't worry about the bad people, because eventually it's going to sort out for everybody. Okay? But for now, go out there, be excellent to one another, and just like this little clip said over here, which I played earlier, I'm really good, man. I like this one here. It's right here. Listen to this carefully.
Hello. What brings you to Winter Spring? These cold and vast lands may seem dismal, but this is a place of many secrets.
Think about that. This is a place of many secrets. And here's the most important one. I'm a human being just like you. So everybody, I'll see you soon. Okay, so stay out of trouble. Party on, dude. Amen. Shall I give a blessing? If you want to. Okay. May everybody have a nice day, and may all the trouble stay far away. That's easy. I love that. Shall we do it again? Yeah, sure. 1. Okay. So let's go. Be safe. Go out there and party on, dude. Party on, dude. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.